Hi everybody, welcome to another video of healthier recipes. If you're watching this video on YouTube, I'd like you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I talk about everything pretty much: hair, inspiration by the Holy Spirit, and healthier food recipes, especially Ghanaian recipe. In this episode, we're going to be making cauliflower rice, cauliflower stir-fried rice. What am I going to need for this food? I'm going to need a head of cauliflower, obviously washed, vegetable of your choice. In this case, I'm using green beans. I'm using green pepper, red pepper, a bit of sausage. You can use anything really you want. I forgot onions. I'm going to be chopping up some onions a bit later. I will be stir frying this in pure ghee. Now, for those of you who know anything about keto, you know you can eat fats. Complete seasoning of your choice: salt, obviously, black pepper, and garlic powder. Whatever you have, that's what you use. And I have 1 egg as well. I'm going to start off by grating this head of cabbage, just like that. Start by grating to make the rice, right? I will come back to you as soon as I'm done grating. So my cauliflower is grated into this grain-like texture, right? So it looks like rice, but what happens is once you grate it, it retains a lot of moisture from the cauliflower. So I'm going to dump it into this cloth and try to squeeze out as much water as possible. Jason, you brush your teeth already. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to wring out the water or the excess liquid from this cauliflower. Now, can you see that? Can you see that? It's a lot of liquid, so just try as much as possible to get as much out as you can. Here we go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to squeeze the water out because we don't want soggy rice, and I'll show you when I'm done. Cauliflower rice is ready to go on the fire. I've wrung out all the water, all the excess liquid. So as you can see, it's looking like rice, isn't it? There are a few big chunks that, you know, I'm just gonna slice down, make it smaller. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over to the fire to stir fry. All right, so we are going to start our stir fried cauliflower rice. All right, first of all, let me turn on the heat. High heat. I am doing the stir fry with ghee. You can use any oil or butter if you want. Whatever you have, that's what you use. You don't have to use everything that I'm using, okay? The basic idea is to show you a healthier option to the traditional starchy rice, okay? We are on a low carb route this time. All right, so we have our oil in, or our butter, and it's warming up really nicely. I'm gonna start off with my onions. I have my onions, garlic, and a bit of ginger. I like the ginger taste in my rice as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. Goes in just like that. Now the ghee or ghee, whatever you call it, it smells really nice. It smells really nice. My daughter is trying to smell it. So here we go. We're sauteing. Seems like a lot of oil or butter. Ghee is actually clarified butter, so it's okay. I like to first of all saute the onions and then cook the meat and the cauliflower. We don't want raw cauliflower, so I'm going to cook in the meat and the cauliflower. I'm going to cover it for a bit for it to cook, and then we'll go right ahead. So here we are with the meat. These are pork sausages or whatever they are that I bought from the supermarket. I think they're pork.
It's a race car.
Okay.
It's the beautiful car in the world.
I think this meat is going to fall apart.
Yeah.
So I just leave it for a few minutes to saute, and then we'll put in our cauliflower. I'm going to add in the cauliflower. This is our rice right here. It does look like rice, doesn't it? I'm doing a double batch because I'm taking this for lunch tomorrow and, you know, have extra. So I'm going to stir this in with the meat, just like that. Now mind you, there's still moisture in the cauliflower, so I'm stirring it in with the butter, onions, and meat. I will cover it to cook. We want our cauliflower to be cooked, otherwise you'll be eating raw cauliflower. So here we go. We don't want to eat raw cauliflower. So we cover it, reduce the heat a little bit, and let it cook. So once a while you open it. It smells good. Okay. We stir it in. We don't want it to burn. We want it to cook but not burn. So we turn the bottom.
I'm standing back.
Make sure it's evenly cooked. Cover it again. Let it cook for a bit more.
I didn't even.
So I'm going to start adding in my veggies. We're starting with the harder ones. Green beans tend to be hard, so I will put that in to cook with the cauliflower. Right. Stir it in, cover it. Oops. I'm getting some burnt bits. You see, even though I wrung out the water from the cauliflower, the moisture in it is cooking it and it's getting really soft. Let's see how we are doing. If it's soft enough, guys, you just need to taste it. Yeah, I think it's softened a bit. I'll give it a couple of more minutes. Yes, you can taste. We are continuing our stir fry. We are continuing our stir fry. I'm adding in my peppers because they get really soft really quickly, so that's the last thing I add in before I add my egg. Now some people add the egg at the beginning of the stir fry. I chose not to because I wanted to cook the cauliflower rice, and so now is the time I'm going to add in my egg, just like that, and I will let it mix in. Now I think we all know how to stir fry, so you can do it the way you want. Basic idea is to give you a healthier alternative to rice. Here we go. This thing is looking amazing already, if you cannot tell. Now I'm going to put in my seasoning. Putting my seasoning. This has a combination of herbs and a bit of salt, so I'll hold on and add the salt at the last minute. Basic idea, you get the basic idea. I add in my garlic powder. There we go, garlic powder. And black pepper. And then we stir fry it in. Now my stir fry on this occasion is getting a bit soggy because maybe I probably used maybe too much butter or oil. A bit more salt. Yes, that's it. You want to try and come in. It's quite heavy. Here we go. And guys, just for the sake of it, and just to make it taste extra nice, some Parmesan. I add in some Parmesan. Yes. Yes. Yum, yum, yum. My cauliflower stir-fried rice is ready to serve. Ready to serve. Now, being West African and we eat a lot of pepper, I have some chili powder, just a little tiny bit to add a little heat. Little heat. And that's it. Stir it in nicely. I'll cover it for a minute or two. Not 2 minutes, just 1 minute, for our egg and spices and seasoning to set in, and we are done. Cauliflower stir fry is served. Cauliflower stir fry. It is delicious, it is healthy, it is really yummy. And if you don't want to eat all that carbohydrates, starchy carbohydrates. This is a healthier option. It's low carbs, hashtag healthier alternatives, hashtag keto.